With the ceiling complete, we're headed under our house to tackle the floor insulation. Because being down there is not fun. And while we're under the house, we make sure our water pipes are prepped for winter. And Sarah gets an unexpected surprise.
I'm soaking wet.
Luckily, we're back in the house quickly, and we have one major goal in mind.
Having a kitchen ready for Thanksgiving dinner.
Follow along as we continue crossing items off our list that get us one step closer to moving in.
Another wall down.
And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. It's the easiest way to support our build, and it's free. All right, guys, we are changing gears from doing our ceiling. We are on to insulation below our house. We have Kyle here helping us today and tomorrow. So we're gonna see how much we can bust out through this. If you remember when we did our attic insulation, we did have quite a few pieces of insulation that were water damaged. So I'm gonna be going through a bunch of the insulation up above, getting it to the guys down below, and they're just gonna be putting it up as fast as we can. So here we go.
Did you find anything scary down there? Or does it all look good?
I could see beyond the storm that was on the way, 'cause I was born to defy anything that might deny me. Yeah, I'm always gonna dream. I can't feel the rain, 'cause it's washing out the pain. I'll dry my bones when I get home. My heart was out of rage, but now we're living.
I would say we're,
Big time.
I don't know if we're
Big time.
Not big time.
He's like,
Alright, here's pieces that can be stuffed.
And other days I'm running in the smoke. Guess we take everything in with a little hope we win, 'cause we're always gonna dream.
We are back on the build, and yesterday we had Kyle here helping out, and we busted out the whole bottom portion of our house, putting the insulation in that goes underneath in our crawl space. It was an amazing project to finish that quickly because being down there is not fun. Today we are back inside the house. We're gonna finish that last row that needs to go across on our ceiling. It was some boards that needed to be ripped down, and when we completed this portion of our ceiling last time, it was raining really hard, so we didn't want to go out to where our table saw and rip those down. We're gonna get that done today, and then we're gonna be doing some covering more walls, like this shear wall and just all the other walls that we need to get covered with all of the shiplap or tongue and groove for our ceilings.
Every section we're gonna work on, I can use this as our test bit.
straight down here.
Cool.
Good enough for government work category.
That's all we're shooting for. Kyle and I got that trim piece up at the peak done. It's all ready to be trimmed out now. So we're gonna turn our attention to this back shear wall and get this angled wall above the stairs going up. So we're figuring out our first initial cut so that we can match up the end of the stair here. Kyle's out there on the saw. And once we get past this first initial cut, we should be able to kind of fly up this wall. So right now we're using untreated, unpolyurethane boards. Until we get maybe 6 or 7 feet up, we're just gonna do them untreated. And then once we get a little bit higher up on the wall, we're gonna pre-polyurethane them all so we don't have to do that later. So Sarah's actually on a work call right now. She's actually starting her own podcast. So she's in recording her first episode. Kyle and I are busting out a little bit of work, and she should be back to join us in about an hour. So hopefully we can surprise her and have a good start on these stairs so we can keep pushing forward to occupancy and having a kitchen ready for Thanksgiving dinner. All right, did you get the cut?
Got the cut.
All right, try it out, see if it fits. I think we're gonna have to cut it down on the end. It looks like it's gonna work though.
Good morning, girls. Good morning, everybody.
All right, so I'm gonna cut this right here, and then,
Where should I hold this?
well, water might come from either side. So,
I'm gonna try to hold it under your cutty guys first.
okay.
There you go. The cold water line is done. Now we're gonna do the hot water line for this one, and then we're done with this project. Ah! I didn't have a good spot for this one.
We're in a very bad spot.
I'm soaking wet. Then we're to insulation.
Yep.
Okay. We are done with those outdoor spigots, and we have filled up as many empty bays as we have with our pink stuff that we have left. It looks like we're gonna have to buy one more bundle. If you remember, this is a cabin kit home and we had it all delivered to us in June of 2021. We've worked really hard to keep all the product as dry as possible, but some of the insulation didn't make it. So we've had to buy, after we purchased this second bundle, we've had to purchase 2 bundles to insulate the bottom of our house, which actually, we figured out we got 2019 prices, so we're not going to complain. And that means we only had to buy 2 bundles instead of buying them all in 2023. Now, what we have to do is we're wrapping these PEX lines that are exposed with some insulation to prevent any freezing that might happen in the winter. We wrapped up the work under our house with the materials we had on hand, and next it's time to start cutting the cement boards that will go above our shower insert so we can get our shower waterproofed and ready to be used.
How are you feeling about no mask at this point? I feel like we should both go put on masks quick. down, slowpoke.
I'm coming.
Okay. That was some fine cinematography that just happened. What do we need to complete still?
These 2 bays.
Okay.
Yesterday we had Kyle here and we got a ton of work done.
We got this hallway done, and if you remember, this wall here was full of electrical wires, so it makes a huge difference to get this done.
Yeah.
And today we're gonna try to finish the ceiling that completes this hallway, and there's one wall left that we need to complete.
And it's the one with our drain pipe that is in front of it. So we are actually gonna keep our drain pipe exposed right now for a little while, but we've got plans. Don't worry, it won't remain like that. But we're gonna get to work. We have Kyle here again today, and we're gonna see how much we can bust out. Seeing that electrical wall get covered yesterday was a huge transformation. Every time I come in the house, I feel like it's just more and more and more finished. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, standing right here, kind of looking at the hallway and not seeing 2x4s, not seeing wires, it just gives you that little like boost. It, like, yeah, it makes you feel like this house is getting finished.
And just so you guys know, tonight we are talking to somebody online and getting our kitchen cabinets ordered. So things are happening in this build. All right, let's get to work.
Kyle's here.
All right, I'm gonna need to see some hips popped. Tits up. And roll the shoulders.
There.
do you have to say about that?
Another wall down.
All right. that was give you a thumbs up. Yes.
All right, Kyle's behind me and we're cutting down one last little piece so we can finish up the shear wall. Shear wall was just a little hair out of square, so we're having to do a little correction to that. Kyle's cutting a little furring strip now, and then we're going to be able to continue that shear wall all the way up before we call it a day.